Hello, Sharon Durbin Graves, paintingwithacrylics101.com, welcoming you into my studio today in Kentucky. Hey, I have a painting here that I love. I did this a while back, and I love this moon. And it occurred to me I have never taught this online. And so today's the day. So let's get started. Here we go. I have a background all ready to go. And I originally painted, I don't usually like to start with a solid white canvas. I like to have something, an undercoating underneath there, colored gesso or just some other paint. So I knew I was going to put a lot of blue on a lot of it. So I just put a blue background on there. It had ultramarine blue and some white. There might have been a little purple in there, but I'm not sure. But then as I did this, I started with darker color, and as I came down, I got lighter. Now this is all just basic stuff. This is just the underpainting. This is not the good stuff. The good stuff comes later. But we needed to get all this on here so you could see what was going to happen when we got that moon. This is a really fun thing to do. You know, when I was I teach classes, I'm trying to find the right brush over here, in person. And when I taught this in a different class to do this kind of a moon, the lights just went on with everything. Like, oh my gosh, this is the best thing you've ever taught us. And I've never taught you. So I just have two colors, yellow, cadmium yellow, medium, and white. And I have a bristle brush. It's probably at an 8 or a 10. And what you're going to do is you're going to mix the paint up, but you're going to push the brush like this. I need to actually tighten it down so it doesn't move while we're doing that. Okay, so here we go. A white moon. Well, it's not really a white moon. Okay, so I've already tapped the brush in the water, tapped it off on the paper towel. I'm pulling off some yellow over here, and I'm going to add some white to that. I'm going to add a little more white. I'm going to add it out here. I can't change this whole thing right there, but if I will pull it down and work in a smaller amount, I don't need a lot for this moon. I just need a light, it just needs to have a touch of yellow in it. Okay, so there you can see all the variations that we went through to get to that. Now, if I'd have stayed up in here and kept mixing, which, and I don't mean this to be derogatory, but that's what beginners do. They want to change that. Well, they really can't. You just pull some off and work down until you get the right shade. Okay, I'm going to set my palette down because I need both hands for this technique. And I'm going to, I want my moon over here. I'm going to push it. And now I'm going to twirl it. Whoa, my canvas is moving. I set it up there so it wouldn't do that, but. And as I twirl, it makes a really nice, okay, but now, so you can see, it didn't make a full moon. I didn't have enough paint on my brush. Okay, so let's work it through. I'm still working here. This time I'm going to make sure I have enough paint. I'm going to tighten that down even more. Let's see, let's lift it up a little bit and then bring it down. I don't want this to move. Okay, so now we're going to do it again. It's the beauty of acrylic paint. You can play with it forever. And it will dry and you can paint over it. Okay, so here we go. We're pushing it down in the very same place. And this time I'm going to go this way. And I'm turning it, twirling it. Okay. Now, I kind of tapped up a little bit there. See these little darker places in there? When you look at the moon, you're going to see things like that. So I would not get rid of those, and I would not get rid of this out here on the edge. In fact, I would encourage more of it to make it look like it was like a frosty moon or something like that. But there's some edges here that I would want to try to there. I like that much better. I will bring it closer to you so you can see it. But I want you to just understand, pushing that brush down and twirling it is the secret to getting something pretty round, pretty close to what you want without, you know, putting down a hairspray can lid or a spice lid and drawing around it and painting that in. That looks so harsh. Whereas this has a little softer edge. And yes, it's got these interesting lines around it, little marks. But that's what makes it so interesting. This part around here. I love that part. So now I'm going to finish painting these. I will put a big tree to where the branches come out in front of the moon, sort of like what I did in this one over here. Okay, I love this in front of that moon. See how frosty that looks? Okay, so I love that look. I don't have the same look here. You'll never get it to do the same thing twice. You'll get something close, but you won't get the same thing. And that's the beauty of art, is that your hand actually created it. And that's what made it so unique, because you're so unique. So at any rate, I hope you enjoyed this little lesson. I'm going to put at the end what the painting looked like when I finished it. Okay? So thank you so much. If you enjoyed this, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And the best way to help a business like mine or a small business is to share, share, share. So if you know somebody who wants to learn to paint, share this with them. If you see me on Facebook or Instagram, share it, please. Thank you so much. That'd be a wonderful big help.